So we've just been talking about transferring dollars from TV to online. In terms of what you're seeing in the trend of online video ads, how is that shaping up? What is the TV market doing to the way online video ads are shaping up?
So that's a good question, because what a lot of people don't realize is that a shift of dollars from television to online video is very much following what happens in the traditional television market. Last year at this time, when we were expecting double-digit increases in television, it made it a really wise decision for advertisers to shift dollars to online video to help mitigate inflation. But this year it's a little bit different, right? We're looking at advertising budgets that are flat versus last year. We're looking at higher pricing because the audience is down. So therefore, an advertiser really needs to spend the same amount of money and by media that costs a little bit more. Therefore, it's a little bit harder just to make that shift over to online video, particularly for advertisers that have not quite yet taken that leap of faith that a piece of video is a piece of video, whether it airs on CBS or YouTube.
Okay, and in terms of the way online video is actually you're able to measure the success of the ad, what are the challenges of measuring the ROI?
So the biggest challenge between online video and analog video is that there is no one consistent tool to measure both. We spend millions of dollars on television, millions of dollars on the internet, and we really don't know a whole lot about what the overlap and the duplication is between the two. By getting that piece right, it'll make it a lot easier to buy video as video and then manage accordingly.
Great. Now, inside you said, one of the things that you said was there's a shortage of consistency of technology for both buyers and agencies. So talk me through what you meant by that.
So there's a lot of technology, and every piece of technology out there solves a piece of the problem, but there is no one dashboard-based technical solution that really solves for every metric or measurement or implementation issue that we have, both for buyers and sellers and clients. So there's a lot of good technology out there, but there's no one holistic, consistent solution as of yet.
And what do you think the solution should be?
I think the solution in the end of the day is going to be a combination of a lot of things, right? It's going to be a combination of a number of different tools that take feeds from a number of different data sources that allow each advertiser to execute their video buys that best suits their needs. Because don't forget, video isn't video to every advertiser. They all look at it a little bit differently. It's all planned a little bit differently. It's all measured a little bit differently. So every brand is going to need a different flavor of the overall solution, and that's really our job as the industry to help craft one solution that can then be adopted to each brand's needs.
Great, and finally, talk me through a little bit about quality and how that plays into the engagement, audience engagement, and impressions and viewers.
So quality's quality, right? It's easy to say this is quality, this is professionally produced. But if, again, we're going back to the initial question, and that's spending television dollars on video outside of the big screen, there's a familiarity issue, right? Advertisers are used to buying programs that they deem as quality because it passed all the necessary needs to air on television. They're a little bit skeptical when applying those same figures to a piece of video that airs outside of television. Doesn't mean it's not worth the same. It just means we have not proven it yet holistically across the board.
And do you think there'll be a full shift from television dollars to online?
I think it's going to be, it's always going to be a brand by brand. I think we'll start to see some trends moving that way, but only because the audience is now consuming more video outside of television. I mean, if you look at right now, between 97 and 98% of all video is still being consumed on television, with 2 to 3% being the balance across the other screens. Fast forward to 2015, and we believe that about 85% of all video viewing is going to happen on television, 15% on the alternative screens. So by default, we are going to be forced to shift that investment accordingly. But then again, applying all those various tools for a successful implementation process is going to be needed as well.